after Iran warship sunk near Indian Ocean. It's important to understand that the Indian Ocean is fully on the boil now. It's important to understand that Team Trump has in fact taken it to the next level, with the Indian government and Navy silent so far on the matter. Remember that the visuals were caught on camera of the US torpedo decimating the Iranian warship. Visuals of which present on your screens at the moment. Remember that after the Iran warship has been sunk near India, the Indian Ocean is fully on the boil now. Team Trump has, of course, taken it to the next level, with the Indian government being silent on the matter. Remember that the Indian Navy is also silent on the matter so far. This incident has also been caught on camera, visuals of which present on your screens at the moment. Well, on this, we have my colleague Vishal Vivek joining us for the broadcast. Vishal, walk us through the details. We're understanding the tensions have escalated, especially in the Indian Ocean, after, of course, the Iranian warship was decimated by the US.
Well, yes, the war in the Middle East seems to have, some effect in the Indian Ocean as well, because this frigate that was, here to participate in the Visakhapatnam showcasing of, various, navies across the globe. At least 10 to 15 nations had come to Visakhapatnam to showcase their navy capabilities. So this frigate was also participating in that, and it was set to return. It was returning already. And it was off the coast of Sri Lankan waters, and that is when the torpedo from the US side struck it, and there was a distress call issued by the captain of the ship, and Sri Lankan Navy, Sri Lankan Air Force was mobilized to rescue the personnel, but it was too late. At least 80 to 90 crew on board the ship could have been killed. There are several bodies that have been retrieved. We are getting the latest as far as we can. Sri Lankan authorities seem to be quite mum about this, but there are some details emerging because the bodies have been retrieved and many people are in the hospital. Totally there were at least about 180 crew on board the ship. So it's a big disaster. We'll have to see what comes next.
Absolutely, Vishal. You rightly mentioned, of course, it is a great disaster, and we have to see what, of course, happens next in the conflict. Meanwhile, we also have Mr. Sunil Jayashree joining us for the broadcast. He's the Associate Editor of the Daily Mirror in Sri Lanka. Sir, firstly, thank you so much for speaking to NDTV. I wish to understand from you, the war has literally reached our backyards. How exactly are people viewing this domestically in Sri Lanka?
Now up to now, now the government has declared that 87 bodies recovered so far, and there's no information about the 60 person out of 180 total. From the government has not declared anything other than the figures and rescue operation, and anyway, there was talks among the experts in Colombo that this is the situation is where that the Indian Ocean is in real danger, because there was other directly affecting the regional security, because this happened just outside the Sri Lankan waters and within the economic exclusive of the Sri Lankan waters, and there was some discussion among experts, but there was no information from the government side, official information about the incident. They are just giving the information about the recovery operation only.
Right, absolutely. Tracking more details on the story coming in at this hour. Will continue to be with us on the broadcast as we do so.